So the idea for the table is I have this big piece of tubing here, and I'm going to cut one piece, fit in here, and then I'll cut a 45 on here, and the other piece will come up here. And then the idea is that I'm going to use this piece of about 1/4 inch plate, and I'm going to mount it something like that. Something about like that, I guess. Should work okay. I think I want to put this about middle. Not 100% sure on that yet. But anyways, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this tubing to length. I cut it at a 45. I don't need much more than that, I think. So I'll set the saw up for that and be back in a second. To make the saw easier to set up all the time, I made this little jig, or I'm calling it a jig. 90-degree cut on this end, 45-degree cut on this end. So put it in here, and then I've already checked it. It's right bang on 45. So that way I can check to make sure my saw is always on 45 or 90 without having to trust the scale. The scale is off by a little bit, not much, but I would like it as accurate as possible. So that's a good thing you can make up for one of these saws. I wrote on there so I know what it is, so I don't end up you know, using it for something else and cutting it in half or something. So it's hanging on the wall here. So now I'm going to cut this piece of steel. There we go. Pretty easy. Oh, I'm hoping my two ends here are going to end up at 45. Enough. Like that. Do some welding. I'm going to do one more cut actually. So this piece will be held in the vise like that, and this other piece will go like this. And then the metal plate, which will be the table, will be here or here. So now I got to figure out how far to make that. So I'm going to just I want to go a little bit above that, I guess. So I'm going to go from the bottom down there, and I'm going to go, I guess, I'll go 14.5 centimeters long. So I hope you're getting the idea now how this is going to work. Got to make a slice in the middle here, which I guess I'm going to do just on the bandsaw like this. I guess. And I got to make sure that this is square to the blade there. So use that part down there. Well, this should be interesting. Wish me luck. Realize I should maybe draw a line on here that's square. Might help. So when it's all welded up, something like that, I gotta flatten all this and make sure that it's straight and level. I think you're getting the idea now. Okay, do some MIG welding here. Haven't done this in a while. Hopefully I'm not out of practice. Yeah, it's like anything, you don't do it all the time, you get out of practice. Well, get out the grinder. Yeah, that's pretty ugly. Jeez, that's ugly. Grind that and do it again. Okay, ground it off. I'm going to do it again. I think I got the gun set better now. A little hotter, a little faster. Seems to be working better. Oops. Oh, it works better if you put the ground on the steel stew. There you go. I think I had it set too cold before. My weld's not very good there either, but oh well, it's a lot better. That'll grind out and it'll hold. Might be a little hard to see against all the junk in the background here, but got this, had to shim it a little bit on this side, but I got this, I put this piece so it's absolutely, I think it's dead flat. Let me check again. Yeah, this piece is dead flat in the vise, and oh no, I can come out just a little bit. I used a couple of wooden shims here. Now that's absolutely square to that blade on that side, and this direction, it's not 100%, but boy, it's close. And I don't think it really matters that much this direction as it does. This direction is the key. So got it clamped in place here. I'm going to grab my welder and I'm going to tack the plate onto the support there. Okay, that's tacked in place. Oh, that welded a little better. Shouldn't break. Didn't warp the plate too much. Probably did. Never thought of that. Yeah, it definitely warped the plate. So about the only other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to make a strut. Wow, that thing's still hot. Whew, gloves on. So I'm going to try this thing out here. If I can cut with it just like this. See how it works. I'd say that worked pretty good. I got a strut to put on the underside. Well, that's about it. So, use this thing. I guess as time goes by, that'll get easier to do. Might even have to widen that kerf, I'm not sure. Put a mark on it or something so I can tell where this thing is supposed to go exactly. sure it works. Well, I'd say that's a success. I might have to flatten that plate out a bit. It warped when I welded it, and I'll put some paint on the bottom piece. But yeah, it makes that saw a lot more useful in my tiny workshop here. My welding workshop is tiny. It's like 6 feet wide by 8 feet. So anyways, that's it. Thanks for tuning in. Take care. We'll talk to you later.